Hello, lovely Dylusionists. Come into the studio. Now, this is day 11 and I'm filming this straight after I've just finished day 10 because I want to... So yesterday we did the background and I used the Balmy Nights, and I also showed you we made some little baubles, so I'm going to utilise that. But rather than let this get hard, I wanted to keep it wet. So, did that make sense? Sorry, if you're just tuning in, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm doing a card a day for 12 days, the 12 days of Christmas, using my Dylusions products. And every day I film a video. But today's video was actually filmed yesterday with day number 10 because I used this to make some blobs and I wanted to utilise it. So I've got 6x6 card here, and I'm going to take this stencil, this stencil is called, the brain's not working, Jester. So I'm going to use the same colour and I'm going to stencil all over, because I did mention in yesterday's video I never just do one thing. So I just thought, but because I'm doing a card a day, I've had to do one thing at a time. So I've got half the card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and I'm just going to line it up with some of the others. It won't be exact, but... And then I shall continue and do this side. Oh, I missed a bit here. What's happened there? There we go. Okay, so I've got an all over. It's really warm in the studio because my heating came on. So look how quick it's dried my paint on here. And that's why I thought I'll do two videos together. I've lost my cloth. Here it is. So I'm going to clean that up. Clean all this out of the way. But I mean, how gorgeous is that on its own? It's just stunning, isn't it? And this is going to go on there as well. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. And that's what I would normally do. Otherwise, you've got a waste of paint. You've wasted this. You can wash these out to use them again. So this is the card that we're going to have. So this was, earlier on in the series, I made a card and I used a bit of black and I took it off a tag. This was the leftover tag. And then yesterday, I just went like that. I'll show you on the back. I just went like that and made circles with what was left. So this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so I am going to stick this onto the card itself because I don't waste anything. I always have ideas for what I'm doing. Can you believe this is day 11? We have one day more. Oh my gosh, one day more. I'm actually making this on day 10, so I've got 2 days more. But when you're watching it, you'll be watching it on day 11. So you've got one day more. Oops. Oh, I've got a bit of glue on the top. There we go. I'm going to put it in the middle now. I'm going to slightly offset it. Okay. And do you remember me saying earlier in the series, it's always better to have a slightly bigger gap at the bottom? So I have a slightly bigger gap there, and it's more up in that corner. If it was down in this corner, it would be top heavy. A bit like me, really. So a nice white pen. Is my white pen still working? Yes, it is. Let's outline this. Okay. And you're going to have to draw this, but I have faith in you. You are going to draw up and down, up and down, up and down. That's going to be the top of the bauble. Okay, then we're going to add this in. And then we are going to add a little hook on the top. Okay, and then you just draw it round, and I always draw it back again, so I get like this double, because if you try to be neat and draw a circle, you'll never manage it, you see. So I go round this way and back round this way. Now this is dry because it was from yesterday. Okay, so there we have a bauble, and then I am going to, we need it hanging from somewhere, so I am going to draw a line straight up to the top of the tag. And in that hanger, let's do beads. So we're just going to do some circles, and it's going to look as though it's slightly beaded. And when you see baubles in my books, this is how they are. They're just leftover bits. I'm going to put a running stitch and a dot round just for something different. So it's line, dot, line, dot, line, dot, all the way around. Yeah, okay, and then we're going to put some pattern in the baubles. So in this one, I'm going to put some stripes, but if you want to make it look authentic, you don't just do this, because that makes it look really flat. So you sort of follow the shape, so your stripes would be slightly curved, like so. So that looks rounded. This just looks like a flat object. Okay, so I'm using a white pen, and I'm just going to do curved shapes. Okay, and then we can also have them coming down, but again, you wouldn't do that. What you would do, you start in the middle this time, you slightly curve, you curve a bit more, you curve a bit more. So it's like segments of an orange. Okay, and that makes it look as though it's going round. Or you can do them all like this. It's entirely up to you. But I start in the middle, I slightly curve, curve a bit more, curve a bit more, slightly curve, curve a bit more. Okay, and then this one down here, I'm going to draw a star on this one. If you don't know how to draw a star, you could always get the star stencil out, but you put a little head, you put 2 arms, and you put 2 legs, and there's your star. Okay, so that's going to be my star on there. And then I'm going to doodle. So my star, I'm going to put stripes in the arms, legs and head. Okay, In this one, I am going to put a zigzag in every other stripe. And then I'm going to do a running stitch top and bottom of the next stripe. Okay, I think I'm going to put dots around this star. Okay, and then with this one, I think I'm going to do stripes. So I'm going to start in the middle and I'm going to do little stripes. And then I usually find if you start in the middle, you just get it more even. But you could have done circles, anything. And I think I'm going to replicate the running stitch, but I'm just going to go right down the centre. And you can see how it's the curving in. Can you see how it's curving in? So it does look rounded. And then I am going to colour in the tops. I normally would colour these in with either the diamond dust or my shimmer inks or my shimmer paint, but because the baubles are shimmer, I just think they look nice like that. Okay, and then this is quite plain, so you could leave it like that, or I think I'm going to add some snowflakes in. So to do a snowflake, or to do some simple snow, I just do a dot, a line, a dot. And then about a third of the way down, another line with dots, and then just two little lines like that of various lengths. So, and I only put the dots on the cross bit. But you could take, you could take the star stencil, or you could take the flurry stencil. And, if you're not happy with drawing, you could stencil some bits on. I like as well to have like half of one coming down. I always think, or coming in. I think it just looks, it looks good. If you've got partial ones coming in, looks better than just... I'm coming off the bottom. So one more here. Okay, I think actually I'll have one coming from underneath there. There we go. You could doodle round the edge here if you want. You could doodle that pattern. I'm not going to. I think there's a lot going on. But I am just going to put a running stitch, and then I'm going to write directly on here. Oops. Directly on here with a white pen. So this card came about by just cleaning up your foam, your foam dabbers. Blending tool, sorry, with the foam on top. And open nearly every journal of mine, you'll find a page somewhere with this on, whether it's the black page, whether it's the coloured page, because I do it all year round. I don't like to leave anything on the blending tool. So I'll go around there, and then I'm going to write sideways. I'm going to write Merry Christmas, and I'll probably have to do it twice. Yeah, I have to go in again. Do it a second time because it's very porous. There we go. Just written Merry Christmas there. And that's what you do with your little leftovers. So I've utilised the paint and I've utilised the tag. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Well, really it's 2 days, but we're pretending it's tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow for the very last card. Okay, bye.